Dear friends, hey. So I've been experimenting with something very interesting in terms of um, um, being in action, even if it means using words and be aligned, um, talking about feelings, non-emotionality. And I've done a fantastic research in Heart Gym with Nicole Hartley Bradford, who gave us a prompt in the beginning to there is such a thing as calibrating the level intensity of your feelings and emotions for the purpose of research. And we were invited to explore feeling space, where feelings they have a distinction that you can be productive or like create an action and create something fruitful in your life, because one of these four feelings, mostly the main like four colors, that could be mixed of course, but they can really yeah, when you investigate or research, you can start learning that fear feels like a intuition suddenly, because fear of action, fear of, for example, not doing something. Sometimes you can have a fear. I feel fear if I not act on this, I will lose the opportunity. And sometimes, if you check, occasionally these kind of fears are not emotional at all, and that's why many times we call it intuition or knowing that we must act, because it's they call it this fear. If you connect with it, it's a feeling fear. That's in their distinction, which I've been like embodying or researching. And there was this fantastic prompt to put emotions on the side if they arise, write it down. For EHP, holding healing space, you can always ask someone to hold space for you at least 45 minutes and go through, check some old decision beliefs you picked up and something that feels really emotional. And so as we were practicing, we put we followed her kind of this 90% of raising the anger or fear or sadness or joy, an experiment to certain around 90%, which was just research. So it doesn't matter if you do it bad, wrong, right, or go 18, or just the research. And since that time, I realized I have a lot of anger that is actually feeling that I could actually, in my research, we were around 7 of us. There will be probably more spaces like that because it was quite successful research. So yes, she will probably create more spaces to continue because people, and I liked it. So then I realized then that yeah, in my case, when I raise anger, because I practice a lot of anger work, I have a lot of anger that can build, that can create things, that it's like a healthy feeling anger. So this really helped me to see that I actually, if I want to be so-called productive, but in a more next level way, or more way of, yeah, what I'm working on, like to be more in with my archetypal lineage, more my archetypal self, more my adult self. I noticed that yeah, I have a plenty of possibilities to raise my anger, and there is a lot to create from that space, which means say something, propose something, and be a creator really. So yeah, and in my research, I realize I still have a lot of emotional fear, emotional sadness. The joy, I haven't got back to that too much. It was only 10 minutes. I'm sure actually I have a lot of also kind of archetypal joy. I'm pretty sure I've researched this once. And that's really fantastic prompt. So yeah, this could be a next step for me when I'm like want to bring myself more forward as someone to interact with more dignity and putting my emotions on the side. And I'm sure I could also raise my joy more in my case. And in terms of other people who've been in this world of research, and especially with PM context and distinctions, there is something like archetypal, this adult fear and sadness, which once I get used to, or perhaps I will research more, there could be something that I could also raise more and bring more with me to the space and create an action also about that, which I haven't got to so much, but I'm sure there are ways and times I do it and I'm not so conscious about it yet. So enjoy my research.